Out of basically nowhere, Zcash started topping the charts. It's now worth well over a $6 billion market cap and has traded well above that recently. I'm getting a lot of questions. Should we buy a Zcash miner? If you got one, plug it in. If you don't, let's talk about it. That was a taco joke. It's topping the charts, ladies and gentlemen, just barely today at a 9 cent per kilowatt hour electricity rate because my utility's scamming me. So we've been drawing up solar plans, looking to really get that going sooner than later, if for no other reason other than just born out of necessity. What do these things cost, right? Code Boss Coin is Save Some Coin, an ASIC marketplace. Proud affiliate of theirs, been working with them for a long time. It's been great. So just understand that. But would I really go out and buy one of these? At basically $4,000, you get this device that was released many years ago, because it's really just, if you put two of the Z15s together, which was released in May 2020, according to Mining Now here, a mining profitability calculator that supports the Boss Coin YouTube channel. The Z15 Pro was just double that, right? So I am thankful to have mine still, and I've been running it the whole time. Gladly sold the Zcash pump, shortchanged it by far. Whatever. Nobody with any sense thought it was going to pump as hard as it did, especially in what's essentially not a crypto bull run at all. 840 kilosouls per second. 2,780 watts. This is from an era where miners didn't all have absolute gross power consumption. Typical S19 type power supply. It's a bigger miner than you think it is. As you can see in some of this footage, estimated mining profitability right now, $31 a day. Cost me $6 a day to run. So the Z15 is essentially just half. It's slightly less efficient, but it's definitely good enough. When you look at these ZEC miners, right? I mean, nobody made any more of these because it just wasn't that interesting. It wasn't that profitable. This is a device that earned a couple more dollars than it burned per day for years and years. But what you may not know or realize is that Zcash and its co-leader Zuko and the whole rest of the dev team, all that stuff, their whole leadership team, they hate proof of work. They hate miners. They hate the mining community. Their community hates miners. That's the gist of it, period, right? So they're moving to proof of stake. They want to move to proof of stake. They've been working on it for literally years. That's also one of the reasons people lost so much interest in Zcash, right? And it's a... you do whatever you want to do, but when I look at a team and I see people that like just don't resonate with me, no, dude, nope, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I don't care about the tech tree. I don't care about ZK snarks. I made a video in 2017 or 2018 with my laptop sitting there in my garage like I was a little intern professor. ZK snarks or zero knowledge proof, and how it applies to blockchain. What do they call it? Adjunct? What's the other one? I don't know. And I broke down why this technology is really cool. But I'll also let you know that it's never been really utilized. And the privacy tech seems to be broken, never really improved upon. Exchanges don't support it. Good luck, man, on that front. So that's really just a false shill that you'll probably hear over and over again. Right now, the time recording this, it's come down big from its pump, but it's dead cat bounce, maybe not. A little bit of rebound there. It's still trading at a very high price per coin, 366 per coin, right? Even after this big drawback, it's still up 405% in the last year. It's actually one of the top performing assets based on a return in the top, say, 50 coins, especially for old cryptocurrencies. Bitmain was quick to capitalize on this. They turned around and they started making new batches, and they're always jacking prices as much as they can. Basically quietly, but instantly opened up orders for these because obviously they know how to make more of them. You get a better idea of the size of this thing here. Also, no back fans. I forgot to mention that. That's a pretty interesting piece of this design. Again, when miners didn't have gross power consumption, so there's not as much heat. or energy consumption, which translates to more heat, which needs additional cooling capabilities, which needs more fan, which means more parts that can fail, but also more things that are consuming power, which means we're going to consume even more power.
More power, man!
April 2026 is the ETA on this batch. When I saw Zcash pumping and pumping and pumping, I flipped it over. I had it on 2 miners and I was getting paid out in Zcash at one point, also Bitcoin at another point. I flipped it over here because I cannot stand how much a 2 miners pays you out, and there's no way to adjust it. It's just not a well-designed pool mechanism. And I've explained my 2 cents on buying BTC before. We'll leave it at that today, but you get a great idea of how much it's been making. And this is my way to cash in real time, right? So I switched it over, it's making 26 bucks a day. And the mining profitability was a little low compared to what it was supposed to do in the beginning. I didn't follow it, and I can't really comment on that at later times. But after that, the coin price kept going up, so the mining profitability from a USD point of view kept going up daily. People kept finding, buying, turning on old machines, all that stuff, so the mining rewards started dropping. But you can see there was a quick rise from $26 a day all the way up towards nearly $70 a day. And what a surprise, right? Well, everybody rushed out and FOMO'd into these miners, and I warned in other videos, like, this isn't my first coverage on this, which is why you should subscribe. Best channel in the world, sincerely me. You can see that just the rise and fall of this, and FOMO, chasing, it can very often be a bad recipe there. So last couple of days only pulled 27 bucks a day. I say only, but that's actually really cool. That's really impressive. This is an old device that's more than paid for itself a couple times at this point, but now it's really giving me an opportunity to cash in. I'm mining this dollarized amount, right? And then that's automatically getting traded out into Bitcoin. That's why I switched over to this pool to utilize that mechanism here. Bitcoin is the name of the game as far as I'm concerned. I've been explaining the Bitcoin mining farm. You can see some of my pool Bitcoin miners here, barely cresting the 8. Petahash a second right now. I need to go over and fix my S21 Plus. Hopefully I can fix it. We also flipped a lot of our miners over to this solo mining pool, CK pool. And we run our own node, and I mine to my own node on my own mining pool instance as well. I'm going to start doing more of that, which I'll explain in another video with some bigger miners. But with the mini miners, I like to use this, and it's not all mini miners. It's no Bitcoin block, but had a nice share submitted there on that one. It's a great way to check out performance, right? You're like, well, oh, how does the Nano 3S do, right? You can pull up my Nano 3S white or black, same model, right? Just the 3S, different colored case, how I differentiate that. But you can see its performance. It's real world mining, right? I would normally say profitability, but at this point it's just going to be performance, because this is solo mining, right? So I'm taking my shot at mining a Bitcoin block every day. You can see in the last 24 hours I hit 1.06 petahash of mining power. So I have a 1 in 21 chance over the next year to hit a Bitcoin block, which I'm not afraid of those odds, right? I mean, if you put me in a room with 21 other people or 20 other people, one of us is going to hit a Bitcoin block. If all things stayed the same, disclaimer, blah, 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 all that stuff. Like, right, perspective, this guy, he hit a Bitcoin block with 120 terahash of Bitcoin mining power, right? So that's nearly 1/10 of what I'm operating, and he hit a block. Obviously, it's luck, it's lottery, the odds, the chance. But it's interesting, it's exciting. I bring up the Bitcoin stuff because that's where my heart's at, that's where my head's at. Right, that's why we collaborated with Power Mining to bring the Voscoin BitX Gamma node to market, and so it utilizes Raspberry Pi architecture with Umbrel. It has high specs, right? 2 terabyte SSD. We're on the Bitcoin blockchain for a very, very long time there. And they've dropped the price, making this pretty crazy because our coupon code Voscoin takes 10% off of this. So if you go and price out a Umbrel home with the same specs, you're basically buying an Umbrel home. This runs Umbrel OS with the same specs there, and you pretty much get a free BitX Gamma on top. So people get a little shell-shocked at the price, but I think that those people that whine about that don't understand how much a plug-and-play Umbrel home costs. If you want DIY it on an old laptop, sure, great. We've talked about that before. But some people want something new, nice, easy, low power, they may not have old stuff to use, whatever the reason. That's why products like this exist. So bringing it back to Zcash here, while it may top a lot of mining profitability charts right now, and Alexa was asking me, she was like, should I have sold Fortune Cookie years ago? Cue the clip of that miner, so funny.
Hey guys, it's Miss Vosk here giving you an 8-week update on my Antminer Z9 Mini, which I named Fortune Cookie.
When Zcash went crazy, this ancient miner from 2018, it was, dude, I'm telling you, dude, fucking adorable miner. Look at it. What a fun device. Like, that's the kind of stuff I miss. They got so far away from that. But if we look at the 3-month chart, this thing a couple times was earning more than it was burning. A Zcash miner from 2018. It's close to being a decade old. And that dollarized amount may not be that interesting. It also only uses 300 watts. So if that was a full-size miner, right, it would be basically times 10. That would be making, going from nearly $1 a day in revenue to nearly $10 a day in revenue. It would also 10x power consumption, which means that it would only make like $4 revenue, but it's just interesting. It's surprising nonetheless. And man, I hope all the old graveyard coins pump. The other coin of note there was the D9. What happened? The D9 pump came and went? This thing went from being worthless, like you should have thrown it in a scrapyard, to pulling $20 a day in revenue, 13.34 at my electricity rate, which has been jacked and bad lately, and I'm still pissed about that. I won't rant today though. So anyway, Z15 Pro, nope. Okay, if this is going to remain profitable at all to mine, you think they don't have the technology and skills now to make a miner that is so much better than something that they basically released in 2020? The release date could essentially be, and will essentially be, 6 years later. Stay away from this. Not financial advice though. You do whatever you want to do. And yeah, I forgot I was wearing this shirt today. And I forgot I was wearing this shirt today. You may know this shirt. Musk Miner sent me some swag. We got a couple miners running there. It's not really an ad, but I guess it's gonna make me feel like an ad. Just shout out to them. Miners are there. Got some miners there plugging away. It was a great way to expand the farm when I was going through literal construction expansion of my farm, and I wanted to get more gear deployed now. And so just left my stuff there for now, having it run. Can always have it sent back here whenever I want to, or when the hosting agreement ends. So hey, I'm Vosk here on the Vosk YouTube channel, chasing the dream, keeping it real as always. Let me know your thoughts, and of course we close it out in absolute supreme style, 10 seconds of tails, the super cutest pup in the world ever. I appreciate you. Good luck. And if you like our content, please consider just leaving a comment. Our comments got nuked, which like pretty devastating a couple months ago, I guess at this point, and just trying to restore them and reconnect with you guys. And I'm just really thankful for all you people that tune in and make this go from me talking to myself and yelling at a computer screen to us virtually hanging out. My digital amigos. Adios.